tell you something. When you encounter one person, any person, you, anybody, you guys are family, and then you decide to be and spend an instant together, and you put a plate, a beer, or even your telephone, and you're sitting together in front of each other, whatever, that's the romance. That begins the fucking romance.
That's the start?
So how's fucking romance? When you call somebody and say, hey, I want to meet you, I want to have a fucking dinner, and then we go sit down on the table, and then we're going to start romance. Romance don't begins with plans. Romance begins with an instant of two people together. And romance doesn't mean a man or a woman. It means a people.
A people. Like
an orgy?
Threesome.
So you're saying you can't plan romance?
Romance is a people, is whoever.
So it's like a feeling.
It's a feeling. And it doesn't have to be, it doesn't need to be one woman or a man. It could be a romance between a group of people or a group of friends.
Okay.
You go have a romance.
I'm gonna go finish my Costa Rican fish.
You have a fucking romance.
Costa Rican fish.
Yeah.
With black beans and salad.
And I gotta say something else because he recorded. You know what romance for me means too? You don't have to have another person to be in that romance. It could be just with yourself. There was this day that I sit down outside, you know my house, and I sit down in the fucking chair right there on the table we always eat.
Yeah.
And I look at the pool. And the pool was very peaceful, no waves and anything. And the moon was reflecting in the middle of the pool. A full moon. And I was having a romance with the moon, swimming in the pool. That's romance.
That's romance.
And there was nobody there. There's not the people. Shut up and don't criticize me.
Do you think that you can be in love with someone you never met before?
In love with somebody? I'm in love with someone that I never met before already.
Who is it? You don't have to say it.
I'm waiting for that person. I'm already in love. As soon as I broke up with the person that I was before, I'm already in love with the person that is coming.
That's a good
And
way to
I'm
think of
waiting
it.
for that person. I'm so into that romance, into that counting the moments when I meet that person, to do the things that I would love to do with that person. And I don't know the things that he wants to do with me, but I already know mine. And I'm so much in that romance. I could wait a year,
Yeah.
2 years, or whatever. But the waiting is such a fucking emotional romance and love and then love. So what is the next question?
What's the longest you would wait? What do you think? What's the limit for you?
That depends on me, because that's all inside you, and then you can just go out and pick a person that you like, and pick a person that you liked, and then well, my idea of liking one person is about chemistry. It's never physical. It's never economical.
So if your idea of romance is based on chemistry, based on interaction, that's what I'm saying is, could you have that romance with another person if you haven't met them yet?
Well, yeah, because
Or it's just an imagined romance at that point.
Well, I have an imagined romance because I have that chemistry that just made me fall in love with the ambience of the moment, which, because I have the chemistry, right?
Yeah.
Everybody has chemistry. But some people cannot develop that to exude out of their body or their brain, so they don't know how to romance themselves or be in love. But right now I have this chemistry, but at my age, you know, I have this chemistry that is always surrounding me. And someone can perceive that. That's what chemistry is all about.
Right.
It's all about
Chemistry.
Yeah, and it's surrounding you because you're able to pull it out. And then if somebody can perceive that chemistry in that moment, and then human being, let's say that I see this guy that I like his eyes. He's tall, but normally I go for tall guys.
Okay.
And then he perceives what the waves of chemistry I'm sending him, because it's all about waves and everything, even music, even sounds, even whatever. And he perceives that, and he captures that, and look at me, and then blow it like this, and then we get close, and we can get to say hello, and talk, and then we like this. Romance. You can romance any day in your life, any place, even in the market. In the restaurant. I was romantic with somebody today. What's the next question? To say something?
Well, looks good too.
Yeah.
But I feel like long hair is just like
Romance. You can be a romantic. And that's what I was saying. Romance is, you can be romantic with
she let it grow.
let's say,
Just don't cut it. Just don't cut your hair.
with
I haven't cut my hair in like
a dream.
years. Like probably
Well,
like 2
dreams
years.
are the most romantic moments that you can have. You know, you can dream something.
Yeah.
I write 35 minutes every day, and I'm 5 in the morning,
Like 2 years
and
ago,
I
probably was
romance
like-
with my own dreams,
She
my
got
own
cut
driving,
it,
and
but it was like,
my own music that I listen to when I'm driving.
you know, like we have curly
You
hair
know
and
what I'm
stuff, and
saying?
she would just like when it was growing,
What's-
back, she would just like have like this like,
How would you describe like when you
you know,
the difference between when the romance begins
straighten it all the time.
with like the moment when the romance actually starts? Like how do you know when it's actually starting?
I create that.
Cut it and
You
stuff.
create it?
It's like cutting it all the time. So it's like,
Romance is, you know, romance is not about,
like Halle Berry.
you can meet people and then start romancing that people because you know what? You want to conquer that person because you like, let's say like, these sisters, you and I, you know, I look at your eyes and I'm like, wow, that's very good eyes. I like this girl and everything.
Uh-huh.
And then you start the romance with everything. I wanted to send you messages, ways of what I like about you.
Okay.
But when you by yourself in the car driving and everything, and then you are alone
It's
in
this
this
Saturday,
atmosphere
February 18th? No,
of silence,
but it's not February 18th.
dark, 5 in the morning, very few cars
Dude,
driving,
I'm gonna get my.
and then you're driving in the city,
Yeah, I've only had it on
and then there is this light
Because I was like, fuck it,
pulling
it's not
out,
gonna work for like 2 months.
and
The one like secret
in.
is just like whatever this like business that I work
and you
in,
can
is
see
that
the
they
little lights of the sun shining, rising, and then you're there, and then you see that you are in this intense romance with the beginning of the day. That's romance.
Yeah.
And then the day begins with a beautiful light, which is, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How do your day begins in the morning?
Yeah.
How do I what?
You can look
How
into
did your day begins in the morning? Your days. Give me one of your days that begins every
How do
morning.
you make more money? Like, how do you try to make
Just wake up, eat breakfast. Today I woke up and Jennifer picked me up. I haven't watched the sunrise like you're saying
Do you
for a
ever
long time.
Do you have romance when you wake up?
Do I have romance what?
Do you feel that you're romancing your day when you wake up? Since we're talking about romance, do you feel like you're romancing your day? You were encountering any spiritual moment when you wake up? You just wake up because you have to wake up and whatever. Did it mean anything to you that day?
I don't know. It's not. The mornings usually aren't like a romantic time for me. I'm more of a night person. I think that I encounter the feeling that you're talking about more at night when I'm alone. That's like a time for me to be by myself and like be with my own thoughts. I've been more like active in things. I've had time to. I like the feeling of like going out all day and like bringing a lot of stuff into myself, and then at night like kind of like just like thinking about it all and like letting it all like kind of like settle inside me.